So this confessional is about conflict resolution, how um, the parties involved in a conflict can benefit from the conflict collaboratively by coming to a certain decision where both of them can benefit from it. Basically, a win-win situation. So, in the first situation, Pat wants to go to the mountains, but Chris wants to go to the beach. I think that they can resolve this conflict and both of them can win from the conflict if they choose a town in which there is mountains and beach. So throughout the vacation they can go to the mountain for half of it and the next half they can go to the beach. The next situation is Pat got a bonus worth $3,000 and she wants to go on a much needed vacation again. However, Chris wants to use the money for their side business to buy a computer for their side business. So I think that they both can win from it if they split the money because a side business, if the side business needs a computer, the computer is only gonna be less than what, $1,000. So they can buy a computer and at the same time they can still go on vacation. However, if they go on a domestic vacation, a vacation that is nearby, um, I'm sorry, a vacation spot that is nearby where they are, maybe within the country, they can go there and it's gonna be cost effective. So it's not gonna be more than $2,000, hopefully. So yes, so they can choose a vacation spot that is cost effective and is not very expensive, so they can still go on vacation and they can still buy the computer. The next conflict involves Pat and Chris again. Pat likes to walk around the house naked all the time, but Chris wants her to at least not be naked when there's company over. I think that is a very difficult one because um, in any way, one of them basically would have to compromise. But the best solution that I can come up with for this conflict is that Pat can still walk around the house naked, and Chris can still have his visitors over, and not having them being exposed to I'm sorry, to Pat's nudity. If Pat walks around the house naked, in areas ex- that excludes where Chris and his friends are. So if Chris and his friends are in the living room or the dining area, she can walk around the house naked, but not where they are. You know, maybe in the bedroom, the kitchen, the living room, upstairs, downstairs. Just not the dining room where they are. You know, just keep to an area where she is not seen by them, but she can still do what she wants without compromising. The next one, Philip is gay. He just came out to his parents, but his parents are extremely religious. He's very religious people, and are not very accepting of it. So they asked him to go see a counselor. Um, I think that this can be a win-win solution if Philip goes to the counselor, do what his parents ask, he's still giving them what he wants, so they're still winning because he's going to the counselor, he's seen the counselor, and at the same time he's still winning because at the end of the day he still already came out to them. And if he is an actual gay, if he's really a gay and he knows that's what he wants and he goes to the counselor is not gonna going to a counselor is not gonna change his mind if that's who he is and that's his sexual orientation. So at the end of the day, he's still winning because he's still going to the counselor still confirms that he's gay, and his parents win because he did what they required of him to do. He went to the counselor, so it's still a win-win situation. But they might not um, get their um, what their intentions for him to go to the counselor. Their intentions or the expectations might not be met, but what they initially asked was for him to go to the counselor. However, maybe if they wanted him to go to the counselor, hoping that the counselor would change his sexual orientation, then I mean, they would lose in that regard. But their request was for him to go to the counselor, so they won, and he won. The last one is workers at a bottling plant. They are making less money than neighboring workers some miles away, who's making more than them with the same job, with the same work, same duties, and they request that their management increase their salaries, but their management refuses to do so. I think that this is a situation where none can win. So either it's gonna be compromise where one loses and one wins, but it's not gonna be a win-win situation. So there's no win-win solution for this because the management, I'm sorry, management refuses to raise their money. So no matter if they strike or acted out against management, they're still not gonna increase their salaries. So and the workers can decide to go to the next plant where they would be getting more pay and they would win, but their managers would lose. The supervisors, the management would lose. So there's no win-win solution for that one.